Everybody has a time in their life when they feel like they're on the cusp of something really big, and then it just all falls apart right before that happens. That happened for me, and back in 2017, right before I was going to receive my endowments to leave on my mission. So I had received my mission call in May of 2017 to the Canada Calgary mission, and I was so excited, really looking forward to it, doing all my research on Canada and my where I'd be going and what clothes I should wear and what boots I should get and all of the things. And I decided that I wanted to receive my endowments in June because I had an aunt that was getting sealed the following month. So I was really excited and I got my temple recommend from my state president and everything was going awesome. And then the week leading up to my endowment happened. So at the time, I was living in Las Vegas, which is where I'm from with my parents. And in Las Vegas, there's lots of casinos. And so I was working at a Denny's inside of a casino. And as everybody knows, Las Vegas never sleeps. It's open 24/7, and so is Denny's. So when I worked at Denny's, I was a hostess and waitress, and my shifts were mainly either really early in the morning or really late at night. There was like no in between. And so this particular week, I had been working in the evening, and it was just like especially hard. Being a hostess or a waitress inside of a casino is always kind of hard. But that particular time was rough. I just feel like every day there was huge issues and lots of angry customers, drunk people, all the works that you could ask for in working in casino in Las Vegas. And it was just bad. And I felt like it was wearing down on me so much. I felt really stressed out. And so I kind of, keep going on. And then later into that week, it's about Wednesday, and I realized I can't find my temple recommend anywhere. I do not remember the last place that I had it at. And I am tearing up my house. I'm tearing up my car, my friends' cars, my friends' houses. I've looked all over my room. I've literally picked up my mattress off of its frame and looked over and under my bed, in my closet, everywhere that I can think of it being, and it is nowhere to be found. So I'm starting to really panic because I'm getting endowed that Saturday, and my state president is out of town, and he's already given me this temper recommend, and I don't know if I can ask for another one or how that's going to work. Since it's my first temper recommend, it has to be given to me by my state president. So I am stressed out and I'm just praying like crazy, like, please, Heavenly Father, please help me. I need to find this temple recommend. I want to go to the temple. Like, where is it at? My family's looking for it. My friends are looking for it. Everybody's looking for this temple recommend. It is nowhere to be found. Also, on top of that week, I was having really bad allergies, which I get, seasonal allergies, but they were just especially like, they were killing me. And so I was feeling really like sickish, and I was feeling like anxious about everything and just having a really hard time. Fast forward to Friday night, the next day, I'm supposed to be at the temple in the afternoon to receive my endowment. The night before, Friday night, I'm working at Denny's. And again, it was another just really hard, crummy day. Um, but I'm finally done with my shift. I'm getting out to my car and I get in and I start driving home. And so maybe some of you are from Las Vegas, but on the outskirts of Las Vegas, there are lots of critters and creatures that are crawling around on the roads, especially like way into the night, early hours of the morning. And I just feel like everybody that I know in their driving life has hit at least like one rabbit, a bird, a snake, tarantula, something in between all of that. But up to this point, I had never hit any source of thing. And it was like my worst nightmare. I was like terrified of it all the time, especially driving in the middle of the night. So it's about 1 a.m. and I'm driving home and I see a little rabbit crossing the road and I swerve as fast as I can, but I hear a big thump and I lose it. I just start bawling my eyes out uncontrollably. It finally broke me and I had to pull over because I was just crying so hard I could barely see. And I'm just angry. That's my biggest emotions that I'm feeling. It's just anger. I'm just like, why? Why is this happening to me? Why am I about to do one of the best things I could probably do for my life? And I feel like the universe is trying to stop it from happening and just push me down. Like I just felt angry and I didn't understand like why this was happening to me and why now? And all of a sudden, before I really even know what I'm doing, I'm unbuckling my seatbelt and I'm getting out on my knees and on top of my seat in my little car. Um, and the words come out of my mouth before I even think of it is, Heavenly Father, are you really there? And do you hear and answer every child's prayer? And immediately all of my anger and anxiety and just all these bad feelings just washed away and were replaced with feelings of hope and happiness and love from my Heavenly Father. And I just felt so clear and so right. And the thought came to my mind is, this isn't me trying to stop you from the temple. This is the adversary. I want you to be in the temple. I want you to serve a mission. But Satan doesn't. He doesn't want anybody to have happiness. And this is a big life-changing decision that's going to benefit your life. And he doesn't want that for you. I am not the one that's trying to beat you down and make it so you don't go to the temple. And so once I had that thought and that realization, I kind of sat with it for a little bit, just quietly in my car. And then the thought came into my mind, go home and check inside of all of your books for your temple recommend. And so I quickly drive home. I get into my house. It's like 1:30 a.m. and it's really quiet. And I go into my room, and the very first book I open is a large Jane Austen book that has multiple of her books in this one book. And I open it, and my temple recommend is sitting there in the middle of it. I have no memory of putting my temple recommend in there. I don't know who put it in there. I put in there, I'm assuming, to keep it safe. Obviously that didn't work out, but I just cried and just felt so grateful and so much gratitude. And I got on my knees and I offered a prayer of thanks to Heavenly Father right then and there. And the next day I woke up and I went to the temple and everything went perfectly. There was no traffic. My allergies had stopped. I had a clear mind. I felt so right about it and had an amazing experience while I was in the temple, and just could not have felt better about it, could not have been a better day for me, and was just a really wonderful and tender experience I'll treasure forever. And so I actually ended up getting to tell this story on my mission in a sacrament meeting one time. And after the sacrament meeting concluded, I had a lovely sister come up to me and just tell me how much she appreciated my talk, and tell me that her son also really enjoyed it, so much so that he had something that he wanted to give me. And he had taken a part, this is my mission journal, he had taken a part of the announcements, and he had drawn me in my car, and that's the rabbit, and that's the rabbit flying after I hit it, and it says, I believe I can fly. So that was a really fun gift, fun experience for me. And it really, I think, just sums up that I don't look back on this experience as a really negative or sad time in my life. I look back on it as evidence that God really is there. He's there in every part of our life, in every detail. He loves us and he knows us. He knows what we're going through. He knows every little bump in the road. And he really does hear and answer every child's prayer.